Hi, I'm Connor Camerzo.
And I am Zach Johnson.
And welcome to KJI News. Palm travels to Tulsa at the Cox Convention Center to compete for state this Saturday. Good luck, ladies. Raekwon is in the counselor's office to tell us what's going on down there.
Hi Yellow Jackets, I'm Dr. Collins and I wanted to share with you a new resource we have here at the high school. As you can see, we have Charlie's Corner Store. It's a food pantry for those of you that might need food over the weekend. You're unable to have lunch because you don't have lunch money, but it's typically for those students that we have that are in need. We have these two shelves so far, a closet full of goodies. We have bags for shopping. And then we also have a QR code. So if you don't want to come by and see us, look for these QR codes around the school. You can scan it with your phone. It comes directly to the counseling office, and then you're called down anonymously. So our pantry looks really small right now, and that's because we've only been open about a month. We get monthly food donations from the regional food bank, and then we are dispersing them to both day school and night school students that are hungry. We were also blessed to receive a grant from the United Methodist Church here in Choctaw, and we are going to be buying a lot more shelving and a freezer, so we will have meals that can be basically take, heat, and eat. We are also in the process of seeking some funding to get a washer and dryer for students that might need a place to wash their clothes, and our eventual hope is to have shower facilities for those students that may not have hot and cold running water. We are also in the process of starting a clothing closet. So as you watch KJI and listen to our need, we may be asking you guys for your gently used clothing items like jeans, hoodies, and specifically jackets and things for our friends that don't have those things at home. So we are super excited to have this opportunity for you. Couple of the other things we're going to be adding in the future are those hygiene needs. So we'll have shampoo, soap, I know it sounds silly, toilet paper, paper towels, anything that someone might need in their home just to have day-to-day living. So we'll probably be asking you guys for those donations as well. If we have questions, you guys stop by the counseling office. We're glad to help. So if you have those personal items and you see us asking for those, it's honestly going to be Yellow Jackets helping Yellow Jackets. We will be seeking donations to help those in our student population that might need it. Stop by the counseling office with questions. We look forward to seeing you guys. Thanks.
Thanks, Raekwon. Now on to sports.
Wait, but Raekwon, you didn't say anything. In boys basketball, the boys lost a tough one at the PCO, losing 70-72. In girls basketball, the girls won 57-33. With the boys, they are currently going to the Hera tournament. In wrestling, with its home opener, won 57-18 against Midwest City. They are currently number 2.
Now on to swimming on my phone. Take it away, Casey. Congrats to the swim team and the following placers for Tuesday's meet versus Middale. Girls 200 freestyle, Jenny Oldham took first place and a new world record. Girls 100 butterfly, Jenny Oldham took second place and a new school record. Girls 100 freestyle, Hannah Simmons took 5th. Boys 500 freestyle, Slate Branson took 2nd. Girls 200 freestyle relay, Bree Haashammer, Nicole Westman, Hannah Simmons, Jenny Oldham took 3rd. Boys 200 freestyle relay, TJ Poynton, Matt Ferdinand, Slate Brenson took 4th place. Girls 100 backstroke, Bree Mosshammer took 4th. Girls 100 breaststroke, Hannah Simmons took 3rd. Boys 100 breaststroke, Caleb Vaughn took 3rd. Girls 400 freestyle relay, Cassidy Battaglia, Bria Mosshammer, Hannah Simmons, Jenny Oldham took 3rd. Boys 400 freestyle relay, TJ Poynham, Slate Brinson, Caleb Vaughn, Matt Ferdinands took fourth. CJ of KJI is now over at JGI. Take it away, CJI.
Welcome back to KJI. We're here at JGI, and we're here with Miss Hosford and Miss Giles. And we're just talking about what's going on here at JGI. So can you tell us a little bit about what's going on? It was pretty busy when we came in here.
JGI is a very, very busy place in the morning. It starts out, first of all, with our Safety Patrol Committee, which is something that Mrs. Giles has started, and I'd love for her to share that with you and what our kids do with Safety Patrol.
Well, in Safety Patrol, we have our parents, we have to train them on how to come in the morning and drop off their kids. And so once we do, they stop the traffic, let the traffic go, let the crossovers go. And so they're in charge outside. They're in charge of buses, they're in charge of the cars. So they really like telling everybody what to do, honestly. So,
Yeah.
But it's one of our safety features we've added so that because we unload 12, 15 kids at a time, and then they have to cross over in front. So we have 2 lines, and so they control that to make sure they get safely across.
Well, that's awesome. Well, we came in here, we saw kids running around the hallways carrying muffins and cups of coffee. What was that about?
We have the Jacket Coffee Shack. It was started by Mrs. Seagrave's classroom. They wanted a way to earn money for Special Olympics. And in addition, the teacher wanted to help them with life skills. So they developed a PowerPoint presentation and presented it to all of our staff that had all of their goals. They also have developed business cards that advertise the Coffee Shack. The Coffee Shack is open usually 2 days a week from 9 to 9:45. The students had to select a job that they would like to interview for and then create a resume to apply for that job. And then once they did that, they actually went through an interview process with Mrs. Seagraves for their job. So they have jobs such as preparing the coffee, taking orders, taking money. So through all of that, they are learning how to operate the iPad and take orders. They're learning how to speak with people and develop their confidence. They're learning about money and change. And then they're also learning about service. And so then they have a group of students that prepare the orders and a group of students that deliver the orders. And all of their money goes towards Special Olympics. Last year with the Coffee Shack, they made $1,000.
Wow.
And then we had a parent that said she would match what they made. So they made over $2,000 last year to help them go to Special Olympics.
That is awesome. That's
It's
awesome.
an incredible activity, and there's so many real life skills that those students are getting, and they don't really even know it, but it's been an amazing thing.
Alrighty, so we came in, we heard a little bit about the Wilson Reading Lab. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Mrs. Bayless is our teacher in that lab. That is for our students specifically that are under the dyslexic umbrella, which covers many facets of that. She has 4 kids at a time.
Yes.
For about 45 minutes. It's a 2 to 3 year program, and once they graduate, those kids who have difficulty in reading go back and have all of the skills to help them be successful in the future.
We look at our students that may struggle in reading, and it's kind of like going shoe shopping and finding a best fit program, like finding the right shoe that fits you. And so Mrs. Reed, who you'll see the Thunderbuzz here in just a moment, she does a program called CR Success. And so the students that really need that phonetic program are with her, and then the students that fall under that language processing or dyslexic umbrella go with Mrs. Bayless. And we see scores go from within 2 months from pre-primer to 3rd grade, just in a matter of time.
Yeah.
And we are the only site in our district that has this program in the Reading Center and in all of our special education classes as well.
Nice. So we came into the cafeteria and we saw a bunch of students all dressed in these old-timey clothes. What's all that about?
Colonial Day is a big part of JGI in the 5th grade. Mrs. Crayer and Mrs. DeQuasey have been doing the Colonial Fair now for probably 10 years, I would say. And so with the Colonial Times, you all may remember that being part of 5th grade curriculum. They study the colonial days, and each student is assigned a person from the colonial era. They dress up as that person. They research that person. They have to present a report and a PowerPoint using the Chromebooks, and then they develop talking points and bring actual props. And all of our students tour through the Colonial Fair, and they go up to each table and they get to interview, for example, George Washington or the Mad Hatter or a dressmaker or a miller. And so they learn all about the colonial times. In addition, there is a wax museum in one of the classrooms where the students are dressed as certain characters. And so it's really a great event. There's a bread maker also, a candle maker. Our students all get to observe that, participate in that. And also we involve our community too. All of our parents come as well, and grandparents, and they tour the Colonial Fair as well. And so that's every year in December.
It sounds like a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun, yes.
So you mentioned earlier the Thunder Bus. Can you
Yes.
tell us a little bit about that?
We have been honored to have the Thunder Bus now, I think, for 5 years running. You have to make application for the Thunder Bus, and they select schools to come visit. And so that is all based on behavior and need and that kind of thing. And so our students that are in our reading programs all get to go to the Thunder Bus. They go on 5 or 6 students at a time. American Fidelity actually stocks the bus with all new books, and the students get to go on and choose a brand new book, and they look through them because many players have autographed books. And so we've been lucky enough to have a couple of students pull them from the shelf with an actual autograph from them. But that is a service that the Oklahoma City Thunder and American Fidelity provide to our students all across the metro area. They come once a year, and then we choose 19 students or 20 students that aren't actually in the reading program, and they get to go to the Thunder Bus as well.
Yeah, wow. That sounds like a really good program.
It's a great program. We've never been fortunate enough to have a player because unfortunately Choctaw is too far out and the players
Yes.
bring themselves and it's a big production, but we have had the Thunder Girls out. So
Sounds like a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun, yes, yes.
So you were telling me earlier about the one-to-one technology. What's that all about? Can you guys tell me a little bit about that?
We set a goal 2.5 years
I was gonna
ago
say about 3 years ago.
because we know that that's really the way all students learn, and that kids are not really paper pencil driven so much anymore, and we wanted a way for our students to learn the way they learn and for our teachers to work smarter, not harder. So we did a lot of training with Mrs. Walters from our district on Google Classroom, and we advertised to our parents that we wanted to be able to put a Chromebook or a laptop in the hands of every student when they walk through the door. We set that as a 3 to 5 year goal.
Yes.
And in 2.5 years, we are 10 Chromebooks
Wow.
away. So you can walk by any one of our classes at any time and see technology everywhere. Donors Choose has been amazing to us to help us fund this. Our PTO has been as well. In addition, we just have parents who will say, "Can I buy you 5 Chromebooks for your classroom?" So when we get back from winter break, we are going to put all of them together and get them divided out, and our students will be assigned a technology device to use when they are here at JGI.
It's awesome. Well, you guys sound like you're busy here at JGI.
We are
We are.
very busy. We have a lot of fun. We work hard, but we play hard here as well. So
Well, thank you guys so much for your time.
you're welcome. Thank you
you.
all.
All right, we're here at JGI, here with the Student Council President and Vice President. Go ahead and tell us who you are and what Student Council is about.
I'm Quade Kohler, and I'm the president. I'm Dayton Botchlet, and I am the Student Council Vice President.
All right, so Quentin and Nate, can you please tell us a little bit about what Student Council does here, a little bit about how many members you guys have, stuff like that?
We have 100 active members in Student Council.
That's
Or
awesome.
About 100. And I think that I like student council, and student council is a good part of JGI because if we didn't have student council, there would be a lot of missing parts in JGI that didn't have, we wouldn't be able to do all the things that we get to do and everything like that.
That's awesome. Can you guys tell me a little bit about what you do as president and vice president?
We do a bunch of fundraisers and stuff like that to get money for our school to be able to do better things and stuff.
That's awesome. Can you tell me a little bit more about student council?
So we have a lot of meetings and stuff like that we have done, where's our social committee? Our social committee has done Red Ribbon Week. We've done Valentine's Day necklace promotion things. We have been a JGI roller coaster at the Choctaw Creek Park.
Mm-hmm.
We've also, what else have we done? We've participated in the Be the Light campaign at the high school.
That's awesome. So what are the other jobs in student council?
We have our beautification job, our building engineer, our office aide, yearbook committee, humanitarian, JGI t-shirt, social committee.
Then there's Sting Team, which you wear the Charlie costume on Fridays. Then there's officers like president and vice president, and safety patrol, traffic control, and then, yeah.
President and vice president, yeah. And then we have Jackets Helping Jackets, which on Wednesdays and Fridays they go to 3rd grade or 4th grade, and they help students reading club. That's one thing. They do other things like that.
It sounds like you guys are pretty busy in student council.
Yes.
Yeah.
So about the safety patrol, Ms. Hosford was telling us a little bit about that. What do you guys do with safety patrol?
So I'm in safety patrol, I was in safety patrol, but they made 5 students who get here pretty early in the mornings, and we do traffic control, which out in the mornings we direct traffic and stuff like that and make our mornings go a little easier. And safety patrol, all the kids here that go up to the school at IME, they walk their kids up to IME and they go across the crosswalk.
All the kids from the teachers and
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for sharing student council with me.
Our Chromebooks and how you all work with them. Raise your hand if you work on that. There you go. So they're going to talk to them.
We use Chromebooks daily in our classroom. Students use Google Classroom to complete many assignments, specifically with daily language in my room. They have a series of 5 questions to review the language skills that we're working on this particular week, or spiral review of skills that we've worked on all year. We do that, plus we use it every Wednesday in our weekly rotations. Students get on the Chromebooks and play math games. They think that it's games, but really it's a review of skills that they're working on. They go to quizzes.
We're 1-to-1, which means each one of our students has one of these Chromebooks. They are signed. They have to be good digital citizenships, meaning they have to take care of their Chromebook. They have to be able to know what sites they can and cannot get on. They cannot just get on and search the web however they want. They have to be very responsible. If they're not, then there are different things that happen to where they have to earn it back. For math, they use it, like she was saying, more as math games. They think that they're just playing games, but they're really learning, even though they really enjoy the games. And they have little, almost like a video game that they would play at home. So anyways, the football players who came, they were more jealous that they each had their own Chromebook and that they didn't have one when they were here at JGI when they were younger. So anyways, that's something that's super fun. And I mean, they get to create documents. They create Google Slides, things that I know my 10th grader, my 7th grader are doing now. They get to do that here at school right now. So
They work on them, students where their handwriting isn't the neatest. They are able to type their assignments rather than turn in work where we can't necessarily need it. So that's great.
Okay, have a good weekend and a good luck on the finals. I'm so glad we don't have to do files and TV productions.
Why would you tell them that?
Because it's true.
Now, our final is the Golden Dragon fight, premiering next week.
Oh, yeah. Prepare for that, kids.
It's gonna blow your minds.